Arts Stadium in upstate New York.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Hines now on the return.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Singletary to get the drive started.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere.
Throwing is Allen on third.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's McLeod on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he finds Tyler Croft. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready. Opposite. Read.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Lance now on 1st down. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Here we go. Check pitch.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Lance. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get on the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Set. Go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 19 yards away. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown! Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. Running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Alert, alert, alert!
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know we often and laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 36, Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Throwing now is Lance. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Singletary again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating to the punch on every snap.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wound up nailing over 20 yards. A give up the middle to Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Lance looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Lance. Completes it to Jennings. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Lance back to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Allen.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cook.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Lance looking to throw it. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On play action, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Throwing is Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Lance now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And Union